It's your boy Shuk, STC. Shuk Team said no. And today we are doing another reacting video. Top 10 craziest pets people actually own. Yeah, that's right. Shuk Team crazy. Sure. Check this out.
People spend billions
It's a
every
dog,
year on
bro.
pets and pet accessories, but
It's
needless
not
to say, a major
crazy.
part of that industry is dominated by dog and cat owners. But not everyone is satisfied with your run-of-the-mill house pets. In fact, some people choose to share their homes with.
Oh yeah. Click the subscribe button down below. Feel me? Back to the video.
Absolutely crazy animals. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of those crazy animals, as they are people who actually own many of these pets. With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we? Number 10. The fox. Juniper is known as the happiest fox in the world, and it's no wonder.
Aren't they basically dogs though?
Juniper is a viral
Foxes? They're a
sensation
breed
as
of
it has
dogs,
nearly
right?
3 million followers on Instagram.
Makes no sense.
Jessica
Like
Coker
dog,
of
yeah.
Florida got Juniper around 2016, and pretty soon
I mean,
she
it is
realized
number
that she had
10,
to
so
share the tiny sweetheart with the
why wouldn't a
world, and
dog
today,
be
Juniper
crazy?
is one of the top
It's not a
10
human.
on Instagram. And in fact, she is the only one that isn't a traditional cat or a dog. If you are wondering about the challenges that Coker had faced raising Juniper, you might be surprised.
It's kinda cute, not gonna lie.
One of the simplest pets on today's list. As it turns out, Juniper is what is known as a tame fox. This type of fox displays over 4,000 genetic differences when compared with wild foxes. And the differences are crucial in making Juniper a suitable house pet. The origin of the tame fox is a fairly grim one. These foxes are a genetic variant created to make it easier for fur farmers to keep them. They demand less space and are more docile, and tragically this means that a fox like Juniper is typically bound for a horrendous outcome. In Juniper's case, however, she was the runt of the litter, and wasn't specifically born for farming. The passive traits, however, are still very prominent in her, and Coker couldn't be happier to be her mama. Talking about her famous fox, she said, quote, "Every once in a while, life will throw you a gift. My gift just happened to have fur and fang-toothed grins." Surprisingly, Juniper isn't the only pet in the Coker house, and she definitely has a lot of willing playmates around.
Bro, she has 2 dogs, 3
There are
dogs.
sugar gliders named Peach and Petunia,
Damn,
and
bro.
a younger male fox
That is
named
crazy.
Fig. Number 9.
Number 9.
The capybara.
What?
Melanie Tipaldos is a proud rodent owner, but her pet of choice isn't a mouse or a guinea.
Yeah, no
Instead, she
eyes.
spends many hours a day caring for her pet capybara named Gary. Capybaras are the world's largest rodent, and Gary weighs nearly 100 pounds. Capybaras are semi-aquatic, so Tipaldos keeps a large...
Bro, that looks like a moose and a deer combined.
Tipaldos doesn't believe that her love for Gary is
Look
anything
at him.
more than the love that most people would have for a dog or a cat. Not everybody sees it that way, however, and Tipaldos' love for Gary was the subject of a TLC show called My Crazy Obsession in 2012. And that's a little rude. Let people love their pets. Number 8. Owl. In several parts of the world,
Alright, owls, I've seen that. No, that shouldn't be number 8. That should be like number 11.
But keeping an owl can have
owls,
its fair share
like,
of challenges.
It's not,
One, owls
they're
have very
in
sharp
zoos
talons.
and everywhere. Like,
This
they're not
means that
dangerous.
They are very hard on fabrics and woodwork. While giant owls can live as long as 30 years,
I don't know why
a
owl is
smaller
on
owl
here,
like
but
Lola will likely live around 10.
whatever.
But her owners are very determined to make the most of every second, and so is Mola. While most owls are opposed to being pets, as there is very little precedent for it in their natural environment, Mola actually displays no objection to her owner's affection.
Wait, I thought owls are, like, they're not supposed to go inside. Like, if they go in, that's what I heard, like, if they go inside, they die. Like, feel me? Like, they have to stay outside. But that, I heard that, and I'm thinking it's pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure about it.
Number
But
7.
that was inside.
Raccoon.
What happened? Ooh,
In late
raccoon?
2014, Rosie Kemp of Nassau in the Bahamas became the owner
Bro,
of
I've
a
seen that
raccoon
before.
pet. She was looking out her back window when one afternoon she saw
Seen
a
it in the
tiny
yards
1-month-old
a couple of
raccoon
times.
fall out of her tree. The small creature was very weak and suffering from a broken hind leg. Fortunately for Kim, she lives in the Bahamas, where it is perfectly legal to adopt a wild raccoon. Not one to interfere with nature, she waited patiently to see if the raccoon's mother would return.
That is crazy.
But after several hours,
Who owns a
the
raccoon?
little guy
Tell
was
me.
on his own out there. With all that cleared up, she simply had to do something. Kemp brought the tiny creature and nursed it back to health. She named him Pumpkin, and the pair have been inseparable ever since. Number 6.
I couldn't do that stuff.
The polar bear.
Polar bear.
Mark Dumas has a big fluffy white pet named a Agee. But this isn't an American Eskimo or a big old Persian.
Wait.
Actually, Agee is an
Is he in Antarctica or something? Because polar bears can't go out of Antarctica. He's
While
definitely in
most of us are
Antarctica.
fascinated with these
Damn,
enormous
summer in
beasts when we're
Antarctica
at a
looks like this.
distance, it's hard
Might go
to
there
say that they're
this
more
summer.
interesting when we're right up close to them where they can get us. However, Mark Dumas is not one of us. He adores his pet, and he actually starts his day every day with an ice-cold dip with his best pal Aggie. In addition to swimming, the pair also enjoy some lazy afternoon naps and friendly wrestling matches, which I'm pretty sure Aggie would actually win. Mark has been raising Aggie for almost 30 years, and he remains the only person in the world who is known to have a closely bonded relationship with a polar bear. According to behavioral specialists,
I'm gonna be
their
next,
special
June
relationship is more than
2023.
unique, it's a true anomaly.
That's right.
This incredible connection has afforded Aggie several experiences that most polar bears would never have.
Oh yeah, it is Friday special, so that's why this video is out there. Feel
These
me?
movies are 1996's Alaska, Arctic Air in 2013, and the 2014 films Operation Arctic and The Journey
needs a
Home.
shower.
Needless to say, Aggie isn't a great starter pet. In fact, before Aggie, Dumas had raised several other exotic animals, including wolves, deers, and eagles.
How much are
These
these?
days, Mark and Aggie can be found up to the
Like
road tricks of their home in
1
British
billion?
Columbia,
2
Canada.
billion?
Number 5. The Kangaroo.
Mm,
Jackson
kangaroo.
O'Doherty is an Australian comedian with nearly 2 million followers on Facebook. But this funny man seriously loves his
Bro,
pet,
that's why
a
Australians
tiny
could
red
jump so
kangaroo
high.
named
They eat
Dinky.
kangaroos, right?
Together, the two of them have become social media stars as they document their many adventures,
So
including
cute.
stopping for gas, playing outside, and even building sandcastles. O'Doherty may not have the most vicious creature on this list, but he definitely has one of the more exotic pets that we've seen. Number 4. An alligator. Mary
Alligator.
Thorne loves her pet Rambo with all of her heart, and she's had him for well over a decade. During that time, they've shared some pretty fun memories, including walks and dressing
I've
up
seen
in
those
silly
multiple
costumes.
times, but it's just the
But they're
cameras
not
weren't on.
You see, Thorne's pet isn't a cat or dog, as I'm pretty sure.
That's crazy. That means I'm crazy.
Rambo is a 6'6" long alligator.
Hey, take that monkey off,
Thorne got the
man.
gator when it was a little over
It's
a
gonna
foot
die.
long. Rambo has a very rare skin sensitivity, which led to his owner finding an assortment of fun
Rambo.
outfits for him.
That reminds
As
me of
time went
someone.
on, the locals around Lakeland, Florida, began to take notice of the odd pair, and before long, they were making appearances at schools and local events. It seemed that Rambo was beloved by everyone who met him. However, in 2016, when she tried to renew her license to own Rambo, she got quite a surprise. According to Florida Fish and Wildlife, Rambo had grown too large for her property when he exceeded 6 feet. Unable to move to a larger property, it looked like Mary may have to give up her beloved gator. After months of grueling legal battles, though, Mary Thorne was finally allowed to keep Rambo, and the two of them are living happily ever after. Especially in some silly outfits.
Wait, so they live like underwater
Number
because
3.
alligators can't live the water.
A grizzly bear.
Isn't
Casey
that the same thing as a
Anderson is
polar
name that's
bear?
very familiar
Just
to
different
exotic
colors,
animal
right?
enthusiasts. Anderson rose to national attention when he adopted an orphaned grizzly bear cub named Brutus from an overcrowded wildlife park named Yellowstone Bear World. From there, he adopted more and more animals, including mountain lions, wolves, wolverines,
The
and
other
even
dude
more
said
bears.
that
In
that dude was the
2006,
only
Anderson
dude to
was the
own a
subject
polar
of a
bear.
National Geographic
This
documentary
dude's owning a
named
bear right now.
Expedition Grizzly. However, Casey
Don't get
Anderson
it.
isn't the only one raising bears. Up over in New York State lives a couple named Jim and Susan Kowalczyk who have a rather unusual pet. Their pet's name is Jimbo, and he's 26 this year, and he happens to be a 680-pound grizzly bear who acts a lot more like a house cat than a vicious wild beast, at least according to the Kowalczyks. Jimbo is a big softie who likes cuddles when he's feeling blue. Now it's time for the day's best pick.
Dude, what?
My
It's
top
number
pick
5.
today might just be one of the wildest creatures on today's
See
list.
this?
Number 2,
Oh.
the top pick. Brian Hahn is a man willing to risk it all
Dog.
to have one of the world's most dangerous carnivores as a pal. Hyenas are probably one of the most recognizable African predators. While many people
Hyenas?
associate hyenas with scavengers, in fact, only a small number
Dude,
of
those
species
are like
are.
dogs
The rest
and
are
raccoons
backcountry
combined.
carnivores. However, despite all this, Brian Hahn raised his very own pet hyena. From the day it was
How do
born,
you-
Hahn raised the hyena by hand and believed that it viewed him as a peer. Needless to say, one does not simply go out and purchase a hyena. In fact, Hahn acquired his illegally and had to raise it in secret. This might have been challenging enough on its own, but when he first got the animal, he lived on the 8th floor of a Miami Beach apartment building. Unlike striped hyenas, spotted hyenas are extremely vicious predators, and that was exactly the species that Hahn wanted to own. But after a few months, the hyena, named Jake, simply got too big, and Hahn contacted the Miami Zoological Wildlife Association. But when he attempted to load the hyena into his carrier, an incident occurred that left him with a badly broken arm, and a severe bite wound. Nonetheless, the transfer was complete, and to this day he continues to visit him regularly. Their connection is inspiring, even if most people don't understand it.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick
Alright, before number 1, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll be good.
That takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe
Yes, sir.
in the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10
it.
years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
Number 1. Big cats. The idea of owning big cats definitely shouldn't be taken for granted.
Bro,
even
that's
though people have been doing it
the
for
one
years.
from Lion King.
The experience of owning one, coupled with the astounding number that are privately kept, truly makes this one of the craziest pets that people actually own. While some of the previous entries on today's
That's
list
actually
have been
cool.
one-off or
Like,
at least
imagine
rare
walking
instances
a
with
cat.
special circumstances, nearly 10,000 tigers are privately owned in the
Yeah,
United States.
imagine walking a lion
When
with
you
a leash.
compare that to the 4,000 currently in the wild, it paints kind of a shocking picture. Over the years, several big cat owners have become the focus of media attention, including Umaid Al-Bakwash of the United Arab Emirates. He is just one of the many collectors of exotic animals. And then you have people like Joe Exotic, who was the focus of the 2020 Netflix hit Tiger King. Given that these giant felines can weigh hundreds of pounds and are violent and agile predators, those raising them need to take special precautions and ensure that they are properly educated. But with so many felines being privately owned, many are kept in horrific conditions. One example is Ming, a 500-pound tiger who was forced to live in a tiny New York City apartment for well over a decade before she was released in a daring rescue operation. While many large cats are kept privately, it doesn't mean it's for everyone. Despite a price tag of around $1,500, anyone considering a tiger cub needs to remember that they will one day be a full-grown carnivore.
That's actually cool. I might buy one, dude. Next August.
If today's wild pets was your favorite,
Bro, it's actually cool. Not gonna lie, bro.
Never own. Let us know in the comment section down below.
That's it, I guess. Be sure to subscribe, smash that like button, comment down below, and I'm out. Peace.